Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Step 1-8. Step 1-8. 3-6.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
From the 38, Newton. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. They'll run on first down. Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14.
Here we go. Switch.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Newton. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
1, Omaha. I got you. Check 9, check 9.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And it's caught by Parker. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
Here we go. 180.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll let this go end zone for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
First down, Cincinnati.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we go, here we go.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Garoppolo again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six from a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Richard, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and goal, Newton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He gets this one to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. There's Garoppolo to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments will make. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They run right side with Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 16, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This is Hunt. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ricky Seals-Jones, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, I'm coming. Alert flare. Hey! Hatch it.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Watch the pass.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Newton, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Smith-Schuster. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Mixon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now here's Ross. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Tight end's right. 3 down. 21. Check. 3 down. Protein spill.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
First and 10.
Here we go. Get it. 52 right here.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 41. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Connor. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Connor. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Connor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
You got nothing.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Newton on the keeper. It's a loss of 1.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
4 down. Check.
And they take a knee.
Newton on the keeper. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.